Hello and welcome to my stream. This will just be a quick stream just because I just wanted to test out a few things. I got my new transition, which I quite like. I think that's quite cool. But yeah, so I'm just testing out a few things. So it's just a quick stream. So if you want to like ask any questions, that's fine. Just wanted to see how everything works. I've got some new features and things. I haven't changed obviously too much, as you can see, but I've got a lot more information on my screen. Right, I hope everyone can hear me. If you can't, then tell me in the comments. Liam, thanks so much for tuning in. Liam, Martin, congratulations on promotion to League One. Marcus, thanks so much for tuning in. Rich, congratulations to promotion to the Premier League. Kira, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Toby, thanks so much for tuning in. Good luck in the playoffs with your team, Swansea. Neela, thanks so much for tuning in. The Mighty Red, Chris Welsh, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm doing very well, my friend. Hope you can see. Let me know if you can see on the screen how good the chat is, because obviously you're on different devices. Some of you will have iPads, some of you will have like phones. Some of you will just be watching on computers, so let me know as well. And Neela, thanks so much for tuning in. And Professional Gun, thanks so much for tuning in. Lenny, I want to say, I think Lenny's Lenny. It's been a while, so yeah, not the best. It looked good. Thank you so much, Rich, for tuning in. I've put up, as you can see, I don't know if you can see him right here, but Alfie's asleep. His eyes are open, but I don't think you can see that. I feel like I need to move it up a little bit. Just a touch. There we are. That's better. So we've got the sub count back as well for the live for the like watch alongs, so you can see it going up. That took a while because they no longer do that on YouTube. Do you like the music? It's there's a YouTuber called Harris Heller whose channel is called Alpha Gaming, and he's released a bunch of songs that are copyright free. So I thought I'd have some music in the stream as well. Yes, congratulations, Chris, on the Premier League title, of course. Yes, thanks so much for the support, Rich. Yeah, I'm hoping that I might be able to get Theo on the channel next season to do some streams for Leeds. Who do I support? Does it tell me how many people are watching right now? It doesn't. Okay. So I'm just fiddling about. Who do I support? I support Hereford, playing in National League North. They're very, very good. It's been a wild time. So if anyone wants to ask any questions on the coronavirus, the Black Lives Matter, or this whole thing with George Floyd, that's happened as well. It's been a crazy few months. Yeah, there isn't. It's been a crazy time to be alive. Right, a few more comments. Cheers, Mike. Lots of congratulations to me. Congratulations to Leeds going back up to it. Yeah, it's been a long time for you, obviously. Don't need to tell you that. I'm just seeing if I can embed my video onto.
This was just part of
that's not what I wanted at all.
Put some pictures online.
That's not what I wanted at all. I'll have to put that here. Now try again with that one. So yeah, it's been a while time. Isn't that where Bowen? Yes, he started out at Hereford. I watched him in the youth team, and I thought, bloody hell, he's good. Okay, so you can just hear me. Okay, so you can just hear me. Okay, so you can. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. That's not what I wanted at all. Right, this is. Right, I'm so confused what's going on. Right, Mike, the music is good, but only for the intro. Okay, only for the intro, I can see that. I can get rid of that. Or I can pull it down, is that better? Just so it's in the very, very lightly. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in as well. I had to wear a face mask to work last night to do my ship. Absolutely, might want stores closed, you can take them off. Similar situation at my store. You can take them off. There's no one around. Like if it's shut, then that's fine. But when the store's open, we have to wear them on the shop floor, which is understandable. I feel I feel. There we are. That's perfect. Yeah. So I'm just trying to. No, it's not. Put that over here. All right. Okay. Right. So where are we? Sorry, I've been pissing about. Good to see you again. Got that Pepsi brand deal yet? I don't think so. I don't think I've been impressed somebody who hasn't uploaded for 4 months. But hey ho. People best thinking they're going to win against us easy. I don't think they'll be thinking that, Rich. Jeff, thanks so much for tuning in. I had to wear a face mask last night. I think I covered that. When Raucho scored against Reading, my life clicked. I couldn't believe it. The chip over the keeper was unbelievable. I was not expecting that as well. Yeah, I was very, very surprised. Very surprised indeed. Do you think Man City will win the Champions League? I honestly, it sounds awful, but I can't remember who's in the Champions League. Yes. No, I don't. I don't know who will win it, but I don't think City will win it. But they might do. They might do. Liverpool got to the final when they weren't that good. So I maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I look forward to when Leeds play Liverpool. I look forward to that. I drove down to Liberty with my dad. Yeah, I need to go to the Liberty Stadium. No, I've actually been to Swansea before. Hi, Jeff. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. So just looking at this, it seems like everything's good. What do you think Bournemouth's chances are? I don't think they will go up. I don't think they'll stay up. I think they'll go down. I think it will be Villa staying up. That's my opinion. Liverpool got to final where they weren't good. What are you saying? No. So what I was trying to say is Liverpool that season weren't very good until Van Dijk came in. Obviously he had a massive impact, but they weren't really at the races compared to some of the teams that they beat. Manchester City they beat just trying to remember who they played because I'm getting confused between this season and last season. I can't remember. Yes, defensively it wasn't the best. 6:30 tomorrow is the first leg. Yeah, I did see there was some first leg. I might watch that. We weren't very good defensively. Yep. I hope Bournemouth would love to see Watford go down. I don't think anyone wants Watford to stay up, especially how they sacked Pearson 2 games in the head. Doesn't make a great deal of sense, if I'm being totally honest. But hey ho, they know better than me. They know better than me. A lot better than I do. Because they're in charge. I don't need that one up. Just show that one. I don't understand why it like shows the hidden comments. I don't want this to show that, obviously, because it will just pop on the stream. So what's the point? It might as well have all comments showing. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to see Watford go stay up really. I thought the Barcelona game back at Anfield was one of the best games the tournament has had. It was. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's one of the best. It was fine. It was obviously really, really good. I think the Tottenham comeback was better on the night than judging. Obviously, Liverpool's comeback against Barcelona was better than Tottenham's comeback against Ajax. However, on the night, the games in particular, I think Tottenham's comeback was better. Overall, Liverpool's take it definitely. But yeah, the game that comes to my mind is Barcelona versus PSG. Just over the 2 legs was just unbelievable. You plan on streaming Champions League and Europa League, James. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in. Jack, have you uploaded in like any point? Because I know you were busy doing your exams and stuff. Got my I won't show you my name, but I got my rail card. It's out of date now, but I'm not buying a new one because it'd just be a waste of money until like I need to go on the train again. Yeah, so yes, maybe potentially. I don't know the system. If anyone knows what time they're going to be kicking off and things like that, and when the games are going to be, then let me know in the comments. Ryan Brewster double. I did see he scored the opening goal. Good to see Aston Villa potentially staying up. Yeah, I've always said on this channel, I've always said I don't like it when teams go straight back down, and I prefer them to stay up. Blaze after more strikers to cover McGoldrick and Sharp. They have Ollie McBurney and they have Mousse, don't they, as well? Watford to go down with Deeney with them, hopefully, fingers crossed. I see, I've added a hopefully there, but I don't know why. Yeah, Deeney, he's a controversial figure, isn't he? Could be going down because goal line technology didn't work in Villa versus Sheffield United. That is interesting. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that too, but that is a very good point. The only reason I thought that was lit because Barcelona that season was meant to win everything. They would have gone on to win it if they'd have beaten Liverpool. They thought they would have beaten Tottenham and they'd have beaten Ajax. So I understand your point there. Not uploaded since Barry got kicked out of the YouTube disabled comments on that video due to the video for kids. Right, okay, I see. So that was August, wasn't it? That was before I left home. That's a while. It's a while. It's longer than me. Because you agree. Lundstrom might be leaving. Yeah, he's doing well. And Basham, yeah, Chris Basham. This is football for you. Watford and Liverpool's invincibility and Watford go down. Cheers, Watford, but don't matter that much to us anyway because we probably wouldn't want to have gone in anyway. You don't know. It probably wouldn't have happened, but there is a case to answer where you might have, just because you'd have had the momentum. You'd have had the momentum behind you. You know, you wouldn't have lost in ages, and you'd have had that. Give me flashbacks to 2018. So 2018, you got relegated against Southampton. Well, so I don't think Southampton relegated you, but Southampton won and then stayed up to do with contracts and COVID. Yes, what a horrible, horrible, horrible nightmare we're living in. Got my, I haven't actually got my face back. Kelly's taking it to work because she got some from work, but I have like a disposable one, some disposable ones that I wear. Yeah, so I have to wear masks when I go to work tomorrow, and from then on until the government says that I don't have to anymore. Oh, the watch-alongs and Q&As. Yes! It started off in 2018, and I think 2019 as well. 2019 was the big push, I would say. Really, really cool. I really do miss streaming. I really do miss streaming. I really do. I could maybe upload when fans are back in stadiums, as not everyone will be allowed back in the stadium. I suppose that would give you like a niche, I guess, because the chances are not many people were there will be streaming the game that will be going. I'm not streaming the game, but you know, vlogging the game. So that's something to. How is Kelly? She's not been too well actually, Rich. She's been in hospital, but she came out on Monday night, and she is gone to work today for the first time. So hopefully she's feeling better. Horrible world we live in, especially with the clowns down in London. I assume you mean the government? Because obviously Parliament, I'm not sure. I'm not going to get an exemption card for not wearing masks. Yeah, there are some people who don't need to wear masks for whatever reason, which I can totally understand. You know, people with autism can decide not to wear masks. I obviously have autism, as everybody on the channel is aware. I will be wearing one because I will be too nervous to have a conversation with someone and be like, hey, you're not wearing a mask. And I'm like, well, you don't have to because I'm autistic. They'll be like, ah, you don't look autistic. Like, I'm vision impaired. Yes, I did. I couldn't remember your disability, but I knew you had a disability. Right. Yes, it would be extremely difficult for you and your wife, whose name is Joe. It would be hard for you to, that would be ridiculous, and that's totally understandable. Yeah, the government's. It's hard to say really how well they've done. it's hard to say how well they've done, but it is what it is. I feel like we should have gone in a little bit earlier and come out a little bit earlier, a little bit later as well. I just watched, we've got Harrogate and Boreham Wood on the TV. It's currently 0-0, so not much going on. So hopefully, I'm hoping that Harrogate win it. Obviously, it doesn't really make any difference. Ian Evatt, the Bolton manager, was on the TV. So said hi to. I will, Rich, if I remember. She's she'll be back at work at 4. Who wants some interesting information? Is I applied for a job at Apple the other day, and I got to an interview, but they said they didn't think. I think it was like, I'm not sure. It might have just been I wasn't very good or whatever, but I think it was just because there was like a lack of roles due to them not hiring. So I feel like that might have been why I didn't get in or didn't get another interview, which is fine. But I had a really good experience, and they were really, really, really kind. So so yeah. People who are saying my having autism is bad, I find it awesome. My sister is autistic and my best mate she is. Yeah, it's just one of those things, really. You can't really do anything. Obviously, you can't do anything about it, but it's just one of those. It's a quirk, and then it makes a person who they are. And without it, they might be a completely different person. I would be a completely different person if I wasn't autistic, because I wouldn't be shy. I probably wouldn't be shy. So that's literally a lot of my personality. People who are the pundit, yes, yeah, it was Ian Evatt. Lower league clubs will need fans back in next season. Of course. I've read September. Well, I've read September for National League. September's been confirmed for the EFL. Government said October for fans returning. How are they going to allow people to watch the games? Are they going to get rid of the blackout rule? Are they going to have games kicking off at weird times? Are they going to have more games on the TV? Because I think it might be Jack that told me that we're going back to the normal system of how they show live games. So I'm not sure. There's a lot of questions that I would like answered. How many people do with the big V? I don't understand what the big V is. I've got a watch since I've got a watch, Apple Watch, and I absolutely love it. It's my best friend. They're only having a third in the stadium. Yes, I've heard third in the stadium as well. Around 33%. That seems to be what a lot of people are saying. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be a lot of cutbacks. All the new COVID, they all blaming government about the deaths, etc. It's not, in a way, it's not their fault. They could have made it less. And yeah, they could have made it less. I feel like if we'd have gone in a little bit sooner, but obviously it's all relatively easy to say post situation, isn't it? If you haven't already, leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. You're a successful YouTube personality, so you've done well overcoming your shyness. Thank you. It's because I'm nice and friendly. Because I'm always like, I'm a friendly person. I love people. I'm just a little bit shy sometimes. Yes, so I think we're on about 300,000 almost, around clicking that way. Confirmed cases, which isn't the best. Germany have dealt with it quite well, Lenny. The EFL made iFollow games in the Championship free for season ticket holders, so I wonder if they'll be the same for the first 3 weeks. That would make sense, certainly for the season ticket holders, and then maybe less for people who regularly go. I don't know how they'll do it. That would make sense. If it came into 1 week earlier into lockdown, there could have been less than 10,000 dead. it's like I say, it's all well and good post the after the event. You know, everyone's wiser after the event. We love you. And what was the other comment? People with autism are the nicest people in the world. Thank you. Who are the top 4 tomorrow between Chelsea, Leicester, United? I think it'll be United and Chelsea. But I'd love it to be Leicester. I'd love Leicester and Chelsea, I think. But I don't think it will be that. I think it will be United, definitely. It's lovely weather. People there everywhere and hardly anyone wearing masks. Weather here has been raining. I went to Greg's earlier, for those that care. I had to walk to Greg's. There's a Greg's not too far from me. And it was nice. It was nice going there. I had to pop the old mask on, and I went and screamed at the lady what I wanted because I didn't know how to not to hear me. I don't get how the MLS is back when cases are still rising already over double than the original peak in America, because America is absolutely insane. They have had, they're knocking down the door of nearly 100,000 cases a day. They've been hovering around like 50 to like 70,000, which is just insanity, even for a country of that size. So yeah, I feel like I haven't said the name of the virus, so I hope this doesn't get like demonetized. There's nothing obviously in the thing, so it'd just be if it picked me up saying it, or in the so you know what I mean, or it's in the chat or something. It doesn't really matter though. I'm not going to make much money from this video. I hope Leicester get the top 4 instead of United. I think that's the case for most people. How many people do you know with the virus? I don't know anyone personally that's had it, at least that I'm aware of. So my girlfriend has been tested for COVID-19, and she tested negative. That was the other day. She was just tested because she was in hospital. It wasn't like she had any of the symptoms. No one, as far as I'm aware, no one posted it on Facebook. So as far as I'm aware, nobody, but probably somebody I know. However, my mum's friend has died from coronavirus. So yeah, obviously I live in Devon. Devon's cases are very low, because there's not much here really. Southwest is got one of the higher R rates, but one of the lowest cases. So I live in quite a good area, and my family and everyone I know basically are from Shropshire, as you're all aware, and that's a case of just being such a small area that there's just not many. There's obviously cases, but it's just very low. Good to see you not any subs. Yeah, I actually went down to 4,510. And uploaded a couple of videos. Obviously, if you don't know, my videos did well. I got 2,000 on one and about 1,700 on the other. And yeah, so that's helped my subscriber count. Bolton cases are declining, but Blackburn could be an option. I did see that Blackburn and Darwin and Luton as well is high. Seems to be like more prominent up north, but I could be wrong. It's not, like I said, it's obviously there's cases here, there's people dying here, but nobody's died for a while here in this city. We seem to know people who know people with it. Yeah, I would say that's a general case. Obviously, like I say, that's probably someone. But I don't know. When we'll be streaming footy again, I think I'm just going to do a video for tomorrow. But I don't know. Maybe the Champions League. Think positive. Hi, Python Greeks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Python, how you doing, my friend? Blades on. Yes, so many games tomorrow. Obviously, it's the end of the season, and there's so many live as well. I think the surgical masks are better. Surgery masks are better than the material ones. So Kelly at her job has provided them with like really, really like thick masks. They're like meant to be like one of the best you can buy. So they're really, really good. But I see like some people just in like scarves and stuff, and I just don't think that's going to help really. It'll do a little bit of protection, obviously. I think cases per 100,000 whatever is high in the northwest, but that is due to Blackburn. Yeah, I've read that it's high. I will stay until about past if we're still chatting, because I need to go peel the potatoes. So that's interesting. Do you think Arsenal will win the FA Cup? I sure hope so. Because I wouldn't want to see United. No, United didn't win it. I'd rather them over Chelsea, but I quite like Arteta. I'll be needing a mask every weekday to and from college. How'd you get to college, Jack? You still got the dog? Yeah, of course I can. I don't know if you can see by this jumper here. You can see like a red here, about here. You can see like a red line. That's his collar. So he is down there. Alf? Yeah, it's just over here. Is it roast dinner tonight if you're playing potatoes? Yes. So we've been on about having one for ages, because I made one on Sunday, but Kelly was in hospital, so she didn't have any. And I didn't leave the mashed potatoes on for long enough, and they tasted absolutely vile. Just getting notifications on the watch. I don't think I've missed any comments. Hello, how are you? Football Daily Talk. Thanks so much for tuning in, dude. How are you doing, my friend? I was wondering just if you ever fancy like doing a video together or something. Feel free. You look tanned. Yes, I do look tanned. I haven't been fake tanning. What I've been doing is taking the dog for really, really long walks. And I've been doing really, really well. I've got a thing for you, right? I want to show you something, right? How many people we got in the chat? 9 people watching, right? I've got a picture to show you of me, right, before I started my diet. I'll try and find the one I want. That's absolutely massive. Right, so this is me. Right, so this is me. Wrong side. So this is me before I started my diet, right? And then this is obviously me in the chat. So I've lost 7 stone since this photo was taken. So I was 23 stone. I was classed as morbidly obese. My BMI was 42, version on 43. I was wearing clothes 2XL, and I was comfortable in 3XL clothes. That was what I was starting to buy. And now I'm in large, and this t-shirt's a bit too big. 7 stone in pounds is 99 pounds. So I've lost 100 pounds basically. So I hope you all see a difference. I know I keep banging on about it every video. It's because I'm like, I've lost 7 stone. 7 stone. Isn't that insane? I'm currently 15 stone 13. So I've just lost just over 7 stone. So yeah, I think I look a lot different. The reason I've tanned so much is because I'll get rid of this photo now. But yes, there we are. Yeah, so I'm not finished. I'm hoping to lose a little bit more. If I lost 100, if I'd weigh 50 pounds. Christ, so that means you weigh like not a lot, like 10 stone. That was a so you don't weigh much, do you? I weigh obviously 23, and I weigh just under 16 stone, which is insane. Such a difference. Thanks so much for all the kind comments. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I obviously know what you look like, Jeff, because I follow your wife on Instagram. You've done good. Thank you, Rich. if you go and watch my old videos as well, you can see the difference it's made. Obviously, you can't see what I look like, but it's nice. It's nice. What game did I go to? I went to Manchester City 2, Crystal Palace 3 on the 23rd of December. When I was, that was me when I was at 14 stone. Right. Have you lost weight or gained weight, Jeff? In National League, refs are only allowed to wear black. Yes, I remember you saying this, because I remember that a few years ago Chesterfield got relegated, who was still in the National League. 13. Oh, that's good. Well done, Jeff. I'm hoping that's the sort of weight I'm hoping to be. Obviously, I'm 6'1", so I am quite tall. Not like massive. I went past somebody. I went to an Apple shop the other day, and this bloke must have been about 6'7". He was absolutely massive. So you've lost 12, 13, 13. So you've done really well. My dad lost so much weight. He must now off most of his tablets. Yes, I was on tablets, and I stopped taking them and moved to a different set of tablets. And difference is insane. I've also gone vegan, as people know. Sorry, I missed your message earlier. Football Day talk about Exeter and Stevenage. I was actually going to go to that match, but I decided to go to the Colchester one instead. So, have you heard about Leeds? They're back in the Premier League. Yes, I have a few Leeds friends, and they've been inundating me with that kind of thing. Still don't know whether or not Stevenage will be in League 2 due to what's going on in Macclesfield. I can't weigh up, right? This is no offence to any Bolton fans. Why the hammer has come down on Bury, the hammer has come down on Macclesfield, and the hammer come down on a small bit on Bolton. It seems a little bit unfair to me. Watching playoff game and was wondering the game as we had pretty much the same kit as Harrogate to put white instead of some refs changed it. Yeah, yes, I got it on at the moment. Harrogate have always played in that colour. They couldn't. Yeah, sorry, this is Chesterfield's story. Chesterfield had a kit in black and they had to change it. So they had it all printed and stuff, and they had to change it. So yeah. Who else will move up from the Premier League? So move up. So I assume you mean who could go in the Premier League. I think it'll be Fulham. Don't know why. I want Brentford or Swansea to win the playoffs because Fulham and Cardiff were in the Premier League last season because I don't want Team Street coming back up. Same sort of situation with me, really. I'd love to see Brentford. I don't think they'll do it. And then I don't want to see Cardiff. They'll just get relegated again. And Swansea. Be good for Steve Cooper. He's done a good job. Wigan. Yeah, so Wigan's in a bad situation as well. And it's a sad situation for them, but hopefully it can get better. See, it just comes up on the chat as well, and I don't really know why that is. I don't get why it's a fuss if goalkeepers wear black, as Premier League refs never change their kit for keepers. I don't know. No, it says I have to sign in to chat. Why does it say that? Oh, there we are. Sign straight back in. I think Brentford will do it. It would be nice to see Brentford do it. Thomas Frank. I remember when Thomas Frank took over and they didn't win a game in ages, and they were like, "Get rid of him. He's no use." And now he's got them to third, and they should have really gone up. It's a funny old game. Funny old game. If anyone is eagle-eyed, they'll notice that my update video and this live stream video has the same thumbnail. Brentford in the Premier League would be okay. It would be nice to see Brentford in the Premier League. I'd quite like to see that. To be fair, the EFL tried to appeal a suspended 5 points deduction we got because it was seen as lenient, only for the appeal to be rejected. Right, okay. Sometimes it feels like the sometimes it feels a bit strange. Who should win Manager of the Year in the Premier League between Klopp or Wilder? Klopp should probably win it. If Wilder would have got him into Europe or even the Champions League, I said to Kelly last night, if Wilder would have got him in the Champions League, it would be the best job in the world this season. But I think Klopp will win it. Jordan Henderson winning the Football Writers Player of the Year. Little strange, but Lampard's done a good job too. Yeah, nowhere in the realms of what Wilder's done. He's done absolutely no one in that league could do what Wilder did. Even Klopp, even Guardiola. They just unbelievable. I've lost a subscriber. Good to see that the counters working out. Brentford done really well. They were like League 2 and they come up. Yeah, they've done really well. It's good to see. It's good to see them do so well. It'd be nice to see them in the Premier League in their new stadium. Okay, so when towards the end of me like uploading, I did actually do a few live streams, as some of you will probably be aware, but they just had nobody like coming into the stream. So I was just like, well, what's the point of me like going live if only like one person's going to be watching? And sometimes there wasn't just anyone. So I'm not sure if there was a problem with like the how I was uploading. I have changed my from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studios. Other than that's better. I've got a lot going on at the moment. I've got my alerts, YouTube chat. I've got the video playing as well. I've got the sources. I've got everything going on. The stats on the stream, I didn't see them coming up. Must have been a problem, but it was really, really disheartening. Really disheartening. Brentford battered a lot of teams, but they just fell at the last hurdle. If they'd have beaten Stoke, they'd have gone up, I think. Yeah, they've probably gone up. Yeah, Brentford battered a lot of teams. I remember you did a watch along with a Super Sunday, I think, of Cardiff versus Burnley, and the only person on the stream was me. Oh my god, it was so boring. I remember the game, but YouTube was playing up back then. Yeah, maybe. It's just a bit disheartening. Very, very disheartening, but never mind. Brentford won me 2 bets in the last 4 months. I'm so bad at betting. I sometimes do the lottery. I never win. If I won the lottery, my stream would look good. I think I still do YouTube, to be fair. But yeah, I'm really like. I really like doing YouTube. Henderson, not the best player at Liverpool in my opinion. No, I could agree with that. But he's done fine. What do you think of my idea? I did miss this one. Jeff, I can't remember what idea that was because I don't have my phone on me. It's on charge. So yeah, feel free to enlighten me in the comments. Yeah, I think Henderson's. He's good in the Liverpool team, and obviously he's done really well. Somebody voted for Johnny Evans as Player of the Year. One thing about football not being back till September has asked for his referees. None would have made a difference, but the state of summer referee last season for us. Well, they could have some training and stuff. For Player of the Season, Arnold or Mane should be ahead of him. I think it should be Kevin De Bruyne. But that's just me. Kevin De Bruyne is, my opinion, had the best season, but he didn't win the Premier League. But that hasn't mattered in the last few seasons. Van Dijk won it last season, and City won the Premier League. Season before that, Mohamed Salah won it, and City won the Premier League. So yeah, if you would like to see more, I think we're good to do a webcam like if Blaze play. See, the problem is I don't want to have nobody in the chat, and nobody watching, so I have to be careful about which ones I do. I'm not sure it's an agenda. I think it's just how it is. It's just, yeah, so I need to be careful which ones I do. If I was to go live tomorrow, which I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, it would probably be It'd be a tough one. It'd be really tough. I'm not sure who I'd watch. Probably be Leicester Man United, but that game would be covered. What does the EFL stand for? English Football League. I think I sent it to you on Twitter. There was one of our players was through goal outside the box, clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity, and the ref gave yellow. Sometimes it feels like they don't know what they're doing. They should interview the refs after every match. They would soon buck up their job if they had to face the music like players and managers. Yeah, that potentially be a good idea. At least they'd have an explanation for why they did what they did. That would be really, really good. I just want to show you my... So this is what the watch along will look like now. So I haven't edited the game. That's just an old game, right? So this is what it will look like. So we've got like a little different setup. We've got the same sort of setup, but I used to have just a camera. Now we've got the chat in the thing. Ollie, thanks so much for tuning in. So yes, that's the plan at the moment. We've got the alerts as well. So yeah, so we'll just go back to the chat. I love that. I think that looks really, really cool. So yeah, I think they do that in Germany. I remember a lady reffing a game in the Bundesliga, and she did an interview after the game. I'm not sure if that's just because she's making history or that's like the regular thing to do. That looked cool. Thank you very much. Is Ollie a good enough manager? Sorry, I did miss that. He's doing all right. I certainly give him another season. Australian ref's last game in Australia had a mic. Yes, I know you're thinking of, but I can't remember what his name is. We could hear what he says the assistants of VAR could say. It would be good to see that in England. Do you know what I need? I need to get a one of these, but for VAR. I need to make one of those at some point. That's what I need to do. That setup looks good. Thank you. Thank you. After League 2... sorry, what is your name for Potato Talk? I just can't remember what it is. I've totally forgotten. Will Newcastle get taken over? No! Champions, congratulations, Ollie! After League 2, is there another league after that? Yes! So, there's a National League, is the league below League 2, and then the league below that is the National League North and South, so it's divided. Meant to be in the middle, but it's usually about... here, I would say it. So it's a little bit higher. So sometimes there's some funny ones in each league. And below that is the Southern Premier, the Northern Premier, the Southern Central, and the Isthmian League. And then they split off into more separate categories after that. And then the ninth tier is the Counties Leagues, and then carrying on. There's 22, I want to say, or 20 now. They have changed it, so there's a lot of leagues. Are you right? Instead of a chat in the screen, what about a pitch chat that shows the movement in the game? That sounds a little bit too complex of what I can do. This is very, very basic. I'm not like a genius. I don't know how to do everything. But that would be too hard. I don't know how to do that. You should get animation for the VAR signal. Oh, I couldn't I? I could record myself doing this. That's such a good idea. I genuinely like that. Or maybe I could get like a ref doing it. Or you know that thing of there's a Moroccan player in the 2018 World Cup, and he's like, VAR is something. I'm trying not to swear on the channel now. More family friendly. Gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, VAR is rubbish. I could have that as well. Good idea. The only problem is that would get quite annoying just after a while, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll see what there is. Right. Are you going to stream one of tomorrow's games or a mini Soccer Saturday but Soccer Sunday? I will probably not do any. I'll probably just do a review after the game. I think. It's hard to know what I think that's my plan of action. In 18-19 season, 3 Southern teams relegate to National League North-South. But how would that work in that scenario? So basically what would happen is So 3 southern teams. Right, okay. So what would happen is the teams are like lower down, like Brackley, who live in Northamptonshire, Hereford, Gloucester, Kings Lynn. Those sides are all in the north, right? So they would defer to the south, like Gloucester or Hereford would go into the South Division, and to make room for the north. So it'll still be 22. It would just the line would be higher or lower depending on that sort of thing. So Premier League, League One, League Two, National League North, National League South, and then as I said, Premier League teams had 46. No, they only have 38 games because there's only 20 teams. Premier League 2. I'm not sure we'll ever have Premier League 2, but it does seem to be something that they're interested in. Who do you think should win PFA Player of the Season? Kevin De Bruyne. Easy. He's just class. He's just the best midfielder in the world. There's no doubt about it. He's so good. So good. So yeah, so there's some good games tomorrow. I think I'll just watch Saturday just to have... Yes, Kevin De Bruyne wins it. Yeah, I just think he's so good. Imagine him in the Barcelona team from like a decade ago. Who do you think will win the Championship playoffs? I said Fulham earlier on. I just fancy Fulham, but I'd like to see it be Brentford. I think Bradford. I don't think Bradford will win it because they're in League 1. Alexander-Arnold will win Young Player of the Year. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else who'd be in it. Premier League Team 2 has under 19 teams. Right. West Brom have already been promoted as well. I think you're thinking of Brentford. Next season it will be Leeds winning everything. Do you think Nottingham Forest can win the Championship next season? I feel like it should have been in the playoffs. They'd have to invest, obviously. It's hard to say at this point. Next season, except for the factual decision that offside, ball out of play, or inside the VAR decision should be made on the pitch side monitor. They have been using it a little bit more. So I think Cardiff will go up. So Cardiff are managed by Neil Harris, aren't they? So that's interesting. Imagine if Leeds win the FA Cup, the League and the Europa League. That's the triple. They wouldn't be able to win the Europa League because you have to finish in 7th or win one of the trophies to do that. If it's Fulham or Cardiff or Fulham, I'd rather Fulham. Yeah, I quite like one of the owners of Fulham is Tony Khan, who's also involved in the wrestling promotion I watch. So that's why I want him to go up. But will be managed by IFAB next season in the leagues, so hopefully not as much controversy. Yeah, it needs to be the same across the board, so you understand it, throughout, in my opinion. Leeds to a Leicester. I'd be fine with Leeds winning the league. What's your opinion of Man City season? I'm a Man City fan, and this season we are really inconsistent, in my opinion. The problem is that when you lose such a player such as vital as Vincent Kompany, you're losing your leader. You're losing so many things that is hard to replace, and he wasn't replaced at all. So I'm not sure. I don't think I need to sort out Nightbot's Ollie. So yeah, you lose so much. Hopefully it's going down there. A good team. I think is Malasar. I know what I can't remember his name, but the bloke who was at Rennes last season, he'll definitely move. David Silva's last game for City tomorrow. Yes, very sad. Obviously he's done an amazing career. Guardiola's lost interest. I don't think so. I just think it was a little bit similar to the Klopp situation, where he'd rather wait for the right person than bring in someone that isn't a good fit and then sell him in a couple of years. And obviously that person for Klopp was Van Dijk, and it paid off eventually, because everyone was like, oh, you should have bought at least someone in. And that's what I thought as well, but he waited and it turned out to be a good move. Yeah, I need to sort out Nightbot. How old is the company? Not that old. I don't know how old he was, but not that old. Norwich is completely going. Yes, they're relegated. So that will be in. They've already signed like a few players. They're really getting on it. Tomorrow, do you think Roy Hodgson will announce his retirement? It would make sense. It would make sense. Adam Lallana joining Brighton on a 3-year deal, on a free transfer. It makes sense for him to probably move back down south. I don't think he's going to get any of the big clubs. That would be a fine move for him. Yes, and they need. Well, they're done. Non-stop, it is Manchester United in 3rd place and Chelsea in 4th place. I don't think that's confirmed, but maybe it is. I'll check on. I'll check on the old Reddit. Oh right, yeah, the Athletic have got it. You are right. So to reduce wages to join Brighton on a 3-year deal. Source the Athletic. If you don't use Reddit, there's another one here as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he had to leave to go there, and it makes sense for him to move back down. So I agree with you. Man City gets on my nerves too. Yeah, they're so good but very inconsistent. They need to sign a defender. Although I've been quite impressed with Garcia, but I think he'll probably want to move back to Spain at some point. I've read. If Watford win, they won't go down. Not necessarily, because if Villa win, then they'll go down. I heard Redknapp going to a lower league team like Scunthorpe Grimsby. Definitely, I can't see it. He has been involved in like Bournemouth before, like doing bits and pieces, but he lives in Sandbanks in Bournemouth, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense for him to move somewhere like Lincolnshire. Centre back and left back, yeah, definitely. I like Chilwell. Mendy's been a bad buy. Messi coming to Leeds on a free transfer. Right, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute, guys. I've been alive. And I'll give it another 6 minutes just to get to an hour. If you have any more questions, feel free to pop them in. My mouth is really, really dry. I'm just wondering if any. It's one of Kelly's old cans. I think Man City need a tall centre forward because we crossed the ball a lot. No, not really. City need Sane replacement too. Not necessarily. City need a Sane replacement too. Yeah, they could, but it's not like a must need. They've been fine without him all season. What are you drinking? It was just an old kind of Coke that Kelly didn't finish. I just really, my throat's really sore from all my talking. Yeah, I just can't see him making that move, Jeff. Who's manager of the season in the Championship and Premier League? So Premier League, it'd have to be Klopp. Just because of how well he's done this. He's just totally unrivaled. They're so far ahead. That makes sense to me. Manager of the year, I would go with Bielsa in the Championship. That's who I would go with. In League One, I'd have to go with Wycombe Wanderers manager, which is Gareth Ainsworth. League 2, that's more of a tighter call. I don't know who I'd go with that. I didn't realise they'd give Tom Pope 6-game ban. I thought it was just a fine. I mean, he tweeted what he tweeted was extremely extremely stupid. But 6 games seems harsh. But yeah, centre back and left back, and then move on from there. Liverpool will obviously win the league next season. I think there's a little bit of can't remember what it's called, but I think there's improvement needed for them. It's very rare they win 2. Very rare they win 2 in a row. Obviously, it's only happened once since 2008. Did you see Carlos Corberan, the Leeds under-23 manager, joined Huddersfield to be the first team manager? I did see that. That was sort of what I was expecting, a bit of a left field appointment. So I wasn't surprised about that. Regarding fancy turnstiles, I wonder how turnstile operators will work. It's unlike the modern ones. We give the ticket to somebody to scan rather than using an electronic scanner ourselves. Why can't there be like a scanner on the wall and you just like a QR code and just stick it in and it opens? That seems like a good idea to me. Many times we can't stand still, otherwise staleness will kick in the same squat. Yeah, definitely. You need to add a couple more, I think. Maybe somebody in midfield with a bit more creativity. I think there's improvement. Obviously, very, very good everywhere across the pitch. Just looking, he's looming at being owner of an only town. No, oh, right, okay, that makes a bit more sense. Any opinions on the Champions League? Who's going to win it? Right, I'm going to have a quick look. So the Champions League's in August, isn't it? That's the wrong one. So the quarterfinals. I think it will be I'm going to go for either City or PSG to win. Because PSG haven't had any games, have they? Bayern will win it. That's interesting. Do you think Kante would fit in at Liverpool? I think he'd fit in at most teams because he's quality, but I don't think he'd move to Liverpool. I think they want so much money for him unless he kicked up a fuss, and he doesn't seem that. But PSG lost Mbappe. I did have it on the TV last night. I did see that he got injured. We need backup left back, creative midfielder, and better cover for the front three. Yeah, I can see that. It'd be nice for them to like bring in someone from the youth team. Like they've also got Curtis Jones, who's been getting involved. So I'd like to see that. Imagine the reaction from United fans if City win the Champions League, considering Liverpool and Leeds have already won the league titles. It'd be similar to last season when Liverpool won the Champions League and Manchester City won the Premier League, and Leeds bottled it as well. But I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I need to get like an outro. I don't have an outro, but yeah, I'm not sure. But thanks so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. I'll just get to the last few questions. Mbappe in the Premier League would be great. It's just so expensive, so expensive. Thanks for tuning in, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, Lenny. Jack, thanks so much for tuning in as well. Good talk. Yeah, Football Day Talk, thanks so much for tuning in. Rich, no problem at all, my friend. Hope you all enjoyed. I know you've all been wanting me to come on and we have a chat and things like that, so that's what we've done. I hope you have enjoyed. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really, really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't watched my other videos, give them a view, give them a like and a comment if you want to. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let me know if you want to see anything new as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Mike and I need to find out how to get off this thing. Do you think Villa will stay up? Yes, Milo, I do. Alright, thanks so much for everyone who tuned in. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Mike and I will see you soon.